Hey, how's it going guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing guys the top 3 best dogfighters in GTA 5 Online in 2020. Before we do get started though, I just want to say thank you to every single person that supported this channel. We recently hit 700 subscribers and that's a huge milestone, so thank you once again. And if you are brand new to the channel, then be sure to smash the subscribe button as well with the notifications on. And if you find this video helpful, then leave it a like, that would be very much appreciated. But with that being said, let's hop into the video. Okay, so at number 3 we have got the Laser. It costs $6.5 million from more stock, however you can get it completely for free from Fort Zancudo. So now I'm going to talk about this jet's pros. So first of all, it has got a very good explosive machine gun. It's one of the best in the whole game. It is not only effective against shooting down like other jets, but it's also effective against ground targets, since the actual explosions that the bullets make also do damage to players. So that means they don't even have to directly hit a player in order to kill them with this machine gun. Overall, the machine gun is just super OP. With this machine gun, if you even get one hit on another jet, then that will definitely put you on a significant advantage. Next up, we have got the speed of this jet. This is one of the fastest jets in the game. In addition to this, it climbs up vertically very well, which obviously helps you get out of sticky situations that you might need to get out of. The Laser has got decent agility. It's definitely not the most agile plane in the game, however it is up there and definitely does help you to get behind other jets. It can also take 2 homing missiles before blowing up. Now let's talk a bit about the cons of this Laser. After you shoot 2 missiles in a laser, there will be a couple second cooldown before you can shoot your next missile. This isn't going to be that big of a deal when you're dogfighting, but it's definitely something that you're going to have to bear in mind, or this can potentially screw you over. And now moving on to the second con, which this is quite a big one. So basically this plane lacks a lot of features such as bombs, and especially it does not have flares. And flares, I mean, they definitely do help against not getting hit by like other missiles, and in certain situations the flares can really make the difference, and this plane doesn't have any flares, so you just have to run away from the missile if someone does lock onto you. But overall, the Laser is a solid jet, and I would definitely recommend dogfighting in it. At number 2, we have got the Starling. It costs $2.75 million at its straight price from war stock, and this is a pretty unique jet. And what makes this jet unique is its boost. With the boost on, the Starling is one of the fastest planes in the game, and because of the boost, the Starling becomes extremely agile in dogfights. Basically, when you're turning, you just activate the boost, and before you know it, you're going to be behind the other person, and this makes the Starling so good in dogfights. In addition to all this, the Starling is full of features. It's got flares, it's got bombs, it's got unlimited missiles. However, there is one drawback to the Starling, and that is the non-explosive machine gun. This is quite a big deal because that makes it so much harder to destroy jets with the machine gun. It takes so much longer to actually shoot down a plane out of the sky with a normal machine gun. But on the other side, if it had an explosive machine gun, the plane would have been way too OP for GTA. Also, another thing that I found about this plane is it is pretty difficult to use. If you're a bad pilot, you're probably not going to win many dogfights with the Starling. However, once you do get used to it and you learn how to use it, this could probably definitely be the best plane in the game to actually use. So overall, the Starling is a very good jet, however you do have to learn how to use it in order to do a lot of damage to your opponents. But as I said, once you do learn how to use it, it becomes pretty easy to dogfight. So at number 1, we have got the B-11 Strike Force. This jet costs $3.8 million from war stock. This is one of the strongest air vehicles in the whole entire game. It can take like up to 5 missiles, which is obviously great because you want to be able to be quite resistant against damage. Because it's quite a sturdy plane, it does fly really slow. However, that is actually used to an advantage because of its slow speed, it makes this plane extremely agile, and it's actually more agile than the Laser. So that means that if you're dogfighting someone in like a circle, if you know what you're doing, you can get behind the Laser without a problem. And obviously in dogfights, if you're behind someone, you can just use the explosive machine gun that this B-11 has. I'm going to talk a bit more about the machine gun later though. Another pro of the B-11 Strike Force is that it is full of features. It's got bombs, it's got a barrage, and it's got flares. And that's definitely always handy in a dogfight. Now moving on to the cons for the B-11. First thing is that if you get hit by missiles, it is very inconsistent with the damage that is dealt to the B-11. Sometimes you can get hit in the engine and there's not going to be many consequences about that, but sometimes all you need is one rocket to take you down. If a missile hits the steering in the B-11, you completely lose control over the aircraft and you're going to crash without without doing anything. So you have to keep that in mind, that even one missile could take this B11 down. So yes, this plane does have the explosive machine gun. However, it's not the best machine gun in the game. It does shoot quite slow and it's not as good as the lasers. That's something to bear in mind, but really it's not that bad, and overall the plane I think is pretty balanced. Also, just one last point that I want to mention is that the B11 only has 30 missiles. This would be about it for the video. I hope you guys found it helpful, and also let me know down in the comment section down below which jet is your favorite and the reasons why. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day and see you in the next one. Peace out.